all you need to get started with mininext to make your own website. It's right here on the page. Like, if you can understand this, you can make your own website with mininext. So we see here these different routes, like log out, for example, log in, and then here the index route. And you can see here the kind of HTML that will be displayed on the page when you navigate there. So for example, for the index route, we can see, okay, this is the content here. And okay, so the next concept to understand is templating. It's basically the idea that you can have a snippet of HTML and embed it into another snippet of HTML. So for example, here we have the navigation bar component. It's like a snippet of HTML. You see here it's just the same like here below. And this menu bar thing is what you see here on the top. And you can imagine you always want to have this in your page. So that's why it's extracted into a snippet and you can use it in many other places. Okay, let's take a look at what the site currently does. So we have here the login button. So when we click here, then we connect a wallet. And then we see, okay, it asks us here to sign a login message. And basically what this is here, okay, our address, our wallet address is like our username, and this will be like our password. So we click here to sign login message, and then here, okay, it asks us to sign to prove that we own the wallet of this address. So we click here, and then we are logged in. So here's a different text for logged in users. And then we can click here on log out, and then we are in the logged out state again. So the point of this is that we have like a basic authentication system that we can use as a starting point for all kinds of things like community websites, dashboards, like all kinds of websites you want to build where you need a user to have an account and you want to distinguish logged in users from logged out users. So the next concept we need to learn is data. So basically for this app, we have like two main pieces of data. It's like the cookie inside of the browser of the logged in user and the wallet address. So the main idea is that, okay, we can have data and we can use this data inside of our HTML strings and inside of our snippets, our HTML snippets. So for example, in this case, we get the data from the session and we get the wallet address of the user, and then we use it inside of the navigation bar. So you see here, it gets the data, then okay, we are logged in. When we are logged in, then it shows the formatted address. So you see here, when you're logged in, it has here this formatted address that is like a bit shorter. That only has like the first and the last four letters, so it doesn't take up all the space. And you can see it comes to this place from this template here. And that's basically the basic concept here to understand is, okay, we can have data and we can use this data inside of our HTML templates. Okay, and the last concept we are going to take a look at is the concept of front ends. So you see here, we declare front end, and for most people it's probably not necessary to understand this in detail, but basically like this login thing here, this whole like dynamic functionality here comes from this. And it basically, like you see here, we declare the file, it says login. Okay, it's like in the front end directory we have a file called login, and it's probably not necessary for most users or for most developers to go through all of this and understand it. But it's probably good to know that it exists and that it's possible to do this. So basically how this works is just, okay, you declare a file here that is in the front-end directory, and then it gets compiled by mininext, and you get a script tag, and this script tag you can include like any other HTML snippet. So for example, in this case, I included in the header So it's everywhere in the head of the HTML. So it's basically in every page we have this login functionality included, so users can log in. And this is what maybe makes mininext more convenient than something like PHP, because it makes it very easy to just compile these front ends. And at the same time, you are not logged in to use like something like React everywhere on the backend as well, but you still have easy access to it. So yeah, that's basically it for now.